All right, here we go. So hole number one. Missed it to the left both times in qualifying. So we're going to play this one 0%. Mid-distance of our club. And see if we can finally get this thing to drop. Okay, we got a perfect ball. And of course this time, miss it to the right. So couldn't get it to go in qualifying and in the finals, no matter what I did with the elevation. Pretty stumped on that because that's the easy par 3. Like that should have been a hole-in-one. Sometimes it just doesn't go down for you, so that's a little tough.
Perfect shot. Nice on. Birdie. Birdie.
So what we'll have to do, in order to even have a chance at winning this thing, we're going to have to get hole number 2 to go down. So hole number 2, since I only have an extra mile 6 on this account, I'm actually going to use a katana. So anything higher than extra mile 6, you can just easily use a navigator. But I like to push the ball up as far as I can on the right-hand side, so I don't go to the left-hand side. And if I can get it up there a pretty good distance, it'll leave me with a minimum adjustment with my thorn. So, I've dropped it every time. But you know how the finals goes. You drop everything in qualifying. And the finals can be a different story for sure. So, we're going to see. Just disappointed I couldn't get hole 1 to go down. One of the easiest hole-in-ones, rough bumps in the game.
Perfect shot.
Okay, so hole number 2, like I said, we're going to go katana. So what I do here is I put the yellow ring up here by the right-hand side of the rough, and I go full top, 4 left, and I use a little bit of left curl. You see pretty much everybody going to the left-hand side, which is fine. I just like going to the right-hand side. I feel like I'm closer to the pin. and it can be a minimum shot with your thorn. I like that as well, so that's the way I play this one. But we really have to get this one to drop in order to even give us a chance to finish at the top here.
Perfect shot.
All right, so yellow ring at the rough. I'm gonna go full tap. 4 left. It's a 10%, so 2.1 rings. And a little bit of left
Perfect
curl.
shot.
You know, you don't want to use any overpower because you could go in the water or clip the rough. But if you have a better extra mile, you'll be able to get the ball a lot further up the fairway patch there. And then with this account, I believe we're around mid-range of our thorn. But we'll double check that when we take shot 2. I do play at no elevation on shot number 2. Just basically a little bit of back spin
Great
and straight
shot.
at the pin.
Nice on.
Probably mid-distance here. So there's minimum. Yeah, we're going to be at mid-distance. A higher wind than I've been getting. Not really liking this line here. I wish that I gotten further up the fairway. You know, but at least we got a perfect ball, so that's a good roll. Nice.
Eagle.
Okay, so we got at least hole number 2 to drop. So now we cannot mess up this next drive. So what we're going to do here on hole 3 is we're going to use a quarterback, okay? So we're going to go quarterback. That long iron really shouldn't come into play. I don't like that bag at all, so let me fix that. Okay, and we need a Titan. All right, so we're going to go with a power 3, 10%, and a quarterback level 8. So what we want to do is we're going to go full left. We're going to go top spin with a full left curl and a little bit of overpower, and we got to push up the max with this club. So we have a lot of moving parts on this drive. We got to be fast with it. All right, so we're going to go full left spin, 3 top spin. Oop. I'm going to go over here. All right. We're going to go 10%, which is 3.8 rings. Now we're going to push it back up to max. And we're going to take our shot with a little bit of overpower and all the way left curl.
Perfect shot.
We got a perfect ball. Don't go too far. Nice. Okay, good. So this is going to give us a really good line for an albatross opportunity here.
Great shot.
Uh-oh. Ooh, that's unlucky. That's tough. All right, so no elevation here. Ooh,
Great
shoot.
shot.
Gosh, dang it.
Nice on.
At least we know we're picking up the eagle, so we'll be 5 under through 3. That's a good start. Would have loved to drop hole number 1, especially with a perfect ball, so...
Great shot. Eagle.
So we'll head into hole number 4. We're going to use a Titan again. The one thing I don't like about this tournament is it's a 9-hole cup, so the prizes aren't that good. And I feel like I'm using
Great
a
shot.
lot of good balls on rookie just to give myself a good chance at some of these holes.
Nice on.
Like with a weak extra mile, I used a katana. And then on this one, I used a Titan. On the next hole, I'm going to use a Titan. And then after that, we're going to use another katana. So, rookie, I like to play with a lot of navigators when I can. But this tournament's just not really set up for that. So this one right here, I put my orange ring on the rough line. I used 2 top, 4 right spin, 10% adjustment. Normal shot, no overpower, nothing like that. So orange up the rough, 2 top, 4 right. And we add a little bit more top there. So it's 1.9. And then from here, like I said, no overpower. You're just really taking a normal shot.
Perfect shot.
Would have liked to got actually a little bit more distance than that. but the problem is with the top spin and the way the green rolls or the fairway rolls when you get to the top of the fairway there, it rolls pretty aggressively. So I played this one last time like 3.25 top spin during the last round, and I was sitting on the edge of the rough line on the fairway. So if it would have gone a millimeter further, it would have been in the rough instead of the fairway. So I took top spin off of it this time to avoid that issue. And then we kind of died on the fairway. So either way, I think we're going to be okay. It will be okay. So we'll go for a rough bump here. Very inconsistent rough bump, to be honest. Especially with the way the ball can die on you when you hit this rough. Or you see the opposite where it just shoots way past the hole. But we're going to have no chance there hitting a great left shot.
Nice on.
But, I don't really depend on the eagle on this hole. That would have been an extra one. Not one I depend on. So we'll take it. We'll take the birdie and move on.
Great shot. Birdie. Perfect shot. Birdie.
So kind of looking forward to the next few holes. I think hole 6 is going to be our... we get the eagle on hole 6. We'll be okay. Definitely the hole that I hate the worst when it comes to the drive. Of course, if you're watching this later, just fast forward through the shootouts. I like to play the shootouts. Mainly because I just like to win. I hate to kind of lose on purpose, if that makes sense. But sometimes I play them, sometimes I don't.
Perfect shot.
All right, so we're going to get ready for the next hole here, which is going to be played with the katana.
Nice on.
At 30% elevation. The bad thing is I don't have this shot dialed in at all. So unless I get lucky, I'm basically just taking this one as a birdie and then moving on to hole 6. I didn't spend a ton of time on this tournament, dialing in shots or any of that kind of stuff. It's just a 9-hole cup, so I'm just kind of like whatever with it.
Great shot. Nice on.
Kind of a layup here, I know you can hop from fairway to fairway and roll to the green. I just don't like that shot. I think if you hit a great ball, you can clip the rough, or worst case scenario, you end up in the sand. So I just eliminate the whole potential of that happening, and I just go straight for it, which is why I use a katana. If I wasn't worried about that, I would actually just use a quasar on this hole and line up where our opponent is. So, you don't need the power 3 ball, even with a sniper 6. You could easily just use the quasar and use a lot of side spin and get yourself there. But, I don't want to take any chances in the final round. Like I said, I didn't have that shot dialed in anyway, so I'm just taking the birdie and rolling with it. Just one example right there why you don't bring a power 3 ball to a rookie or even a pro par 3. You don't need that kind of power.
Perfect shot. Birdie.
Okay, so we need to change our bag here. We need to go with a big dog. So none of those bags. So really, this is going to make or break our tournament right here. So we're off to a decent start. We're off to a decent start here. We're pacing a minus 13. Let's just go for it. Yeah, let's just go for it. Switch to a berserker. But if we mess up this drive, we're dead in the water. And if we mess up the second shot and have a perfect drive, we could be in a lot of danger too. So I think this is the hardest one in the tournament to play. And you really have to be careful how much topspin you use because the top of that fairway there also rolls pretty aggressively. You can easily go into the rough.
Perfect shot.
So the first step is to get this drive down. I'm not going to use any overpower. I'm just going to go for a normal drive here.
Perfect shot.
So the good news is we know we're going to be lined up for shot 2. Okay, so we're going to try to play that line right there. We're going to play this no elevation. We're at max distance of our big dog. I'm going to use no overpower.
Perfect
Thank goodness
shot.
we got a perfect ball, so let's just get a good hop and roll. Oh, that's too much. All right, so now we have to save ourselves here. Well, if we ever needed a perfect ball so far in the tournament, this is it. We'll probably just go max backspin right at the pin.
Great shot. Nice.
That's how it goes sometimes. So, God dang it. Well, that cripples us now. So now we're going to have to get an extra drop on 7, 8, or 9 to get us minus 13 to even put us in contention
Great shot.
to finish at the top of the bracket. There is a rough bump on the next hole. Hole 8. Very, very small probability we'll get a hole in 1. Hole 9, we could get an albatross. So if we're going to get it, it's going to have to come in the next hole or hole 9. But we'll see. Worst case scenario, if I finish at 12. We have the tiebreaker so far on everybody. Yep. Just kind of taking a glance here. That person's off to a great start. Still 33 people left to get going, so we'll see. We could really use this one, though, that's for damn sure. So this one I don't really adjust for rings. I just kind of take the shot, which we'll see here. So I think going to the right-hand side is obviously the best play for the second shot approach. But you can get yourself into a lot of trouble on the drive. So we're just going to lay up to the left-hand side.
Great shot.
Or just take the shot as normal, no overpower.
Perfect shot.
And shot number 2, we're looking at 40% elevation.
Perfect shot. Nice on. Perfect shot. Nice on.
Could use that one. So now we're still pacing a minus 12 since we birdied hole 6. Which really sucks because we hit a perfect drive. We just had way too much speed with the big dog when it rolled through the green.
Birdie.
Because the next hole, you have to get super lucky to get a hole in one. But we're going to take a Guardian and see if we get close.
Birdie.
So next hole, we're going to play a Guardian. A lot of backspin, like 3 right spin, 40% elevation with the Katana. And we're going to see if we can just get a lucky bounce into the hole. Doubt it, but we need it. Minus 13 would put us in really good shape in this bracket
Great
because
shot.
of the 67 people that have played so far. Only one person is pacing a minus 13. And we have the tiebreaker on everybody so far. That's minus 12.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
We're going to play this max distance, 40% elevation.
Perfect shot.
All right, yeah, he wants me to make this. Just don't see it happening.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Okay, so if we want gold, which is always the goal, we have to albatross the next hole. So the next hole, we're going to use a Titan. We're going to use an APOC. APOC's only a level 1 on this account. So, but the drive will work with any APOC, so that's why we're using it. Hole number 1, pretty unlucky not to get the hole in 1 there. Perfect shot. Hole number 6 did us in, though.
Great shot.
And like I said, the only good news we have right now is we have the tiebreaker on everybody right now who's minus 12. So, assuming we at least get the eagle on hole 9, then we will be sitting in first with a great tiebreaker. But there's one person pacing a minus 13, and then there's 33 people left to shoot after that. But we have to do our job and get the eagle here. See, all these people are done. That person's not going to catch us. That person, this is the person off to a good start. That person's pacing a minus 13. but nobody else here is probably going to catch us. And there's 33 left to go. All right, so let's get the Titan ready. Let's get our Apocalypse out. Yep. If you don't have an APOC, you can do this same shot with the quarterback. If we ever need an albatross, this is it. So, all right, 10% APOC. Sniper. Power 3 ball, yep. Oh, I lied. I'm not using the APOC on this hole. Duh. I use that in Pro. I was looking at the wrong notes. This is the way we go in Rookie, guys. Just like him, except we don't go into the sand. My bad. So we got to switch our bag to this guy. And we go right up here at the plus 15, orange at the thing, the top. We go 3.5 top. $1.1 rings. Now in Pro, we go APOC and we play on the right-hand side. No overpower. Perfect ball.
Shot.
All right, no elevation on shot.
Great shot.
We're going to need a great line and a perfect shot to even give ourselves a chance here. He wants me to get this shot in the hole to save his round. All right, let's do it. Got a perfect ball at least. That's all you can ask for. Oh well, we gave it our shot.
Nice on. Great shot. Nice on.
Nothing like having your worst round in the finals.